What's good, Bears fans? Welcome back to the BearsMediaCo. I am you-know-who, Brent C., your host for the best Chicago Bears news and rumors out there in the land. Now, playoff weekend has moved on yet again. Now we're off to the Super Bowl, and congratulations go out to the San Francisco 49ers and the Kansas City Chiefs. And I have to say, special shout out to Dion Bush and Anthony Miller, two ex-Chicago Bears who will be playing in the Super Bowl. I guess if you can't do it in the Windy City, you got to go where you got to go. Also, let me say this to Roquan Smith, David Montgomery, as well as Kendall Vildor. Unfortunately, your season is over with, but as ex-Bears, hey, you had a good run, but there's always next year. Gotta believe in that, right? So, Bears fans, hope you're doing well. Another week of Chicago Bears news, and in this iteration, I should say, we are looking at the Senior Bowl as well as the Shrine Bowl. Great candidates all around, but there are a few that I would like to talk about with you today. Now, before we get going, we're going to roll in our affiliate marketer, Fanatics. So pay attention and get you some.
Hello, fellow Bears superfans. While we wait for success on the field, we can show our pride off the field with official Chicago Bears gear from Fanatics. Fanatics has everything to reflect your passion. Jerseys, hats, shirts, collectibles, and more. Rep your Bears fandom in style on supporting us here at BearsMediaCo. Show your Bear spirit by clicking our affiliate link in the description or on our website and buying something nice at fanatics.com today.
Now, Bears fans, what are we looking at the Senior Bowl? Well, you know as well as I do that we need center help. And in the Senior Bowl, I'm kind of blown away by this, but we have a prospect in Mr. Jackson Powers Johnson. Now, this guy just measured in at 6'3", 334 pounds. Woo, that's big for center. 330 pounds? I can't name one center who's been that big. That's pretty darn big, goodness gracious. But he will be one of the top centers coming up in the draft, and someone I hope my Chicago Bears will be looking at, even though I should say he is a little bit large for a center that, I've ever seen, so who knows. But, hey, he played very well and went from a nobody to somebody practically in 1 year out there with Oregon. So, congrats to Bo Nix, because he helped that offensive line, helped him, and he helped that offensive line get some serious eyes on them in the scouting community. Now, Bears fans, you know as well as I do as well that the Chicago Bears only have one tight end under contract going into next year. But the Senior Bowl has provided us with two guys that I think we should be looking at very closely. Now, the first one is Brevin Spann-Ford. I had talked about him earlier in the college football season. Somebody that is a great run blocker and a fantastic red zone target. Now, at 6'6.5", 267 pounds with 10-inch hands, he's got some dang bear claws. This guy should be definitely on the list that the Bears, a list of players that the Bears are looking at tight end. I mean, this guy has a 80-inch wingspan. That's pretty good there, Bears fans. Anytime you get an 80 plus wingspan, you are talking about a guy where you can throw the ball darn near anywhere near him, and he should be able to catch it, right? So, also, Theo Johnson, a guy that played at Penn State, measured in at 6'6", 257 pounds, as well with 10-inch hands and 32.5-inch arms, which is kind of short. I got to say that for a receiver, but he has an 8-inch wingspan. Not sure how that happened, but hey, it happens, I guess. Now, this guy, primarily a receiving tight end, but has done some time at blocking at Penn State, of course. You know, if you're playing in the Big Ten, you have to do all the things, whether it be blocking, pass catching, or possibly even running the football or playing fullback. Don't forget that. Bears used to love running tight ends at fullback. Never understood it, but hey, you got to do it, you got to do it. So, Bears fans, what do you think about those two tight ends? You think the Bears could go in and sweep them up? Now, I'll say this. Brevin, he is likely a 4th round pick, and Theo Johnson is looking at, unless he does very well in this Senior Bowl, he is looking at a 4th to 5th round grade for him. So, but like I say, these two guys, if we can snatch them up, we would have 2 young guys that can grow in this team. And as you know, with the hiring of Shane Waldron, he likes to use tight ends in multiple ways. He can line them up in the backfield, he can have them on the line, he can have them out with the wide receivers, and these 2 guys can do all that. So, moving on. Who else should we talk about? Well, the one that I'm sure Matt Eberflus, our head coach, I'm sure he'll be happy with this one. Darius Robinson, the defensive end who measured in at 6'5", 286 pounds with a 10.5-inch hands. I mean, he's got some big old bear claws right there. And with 34 3/4-inch long arms, he's got some tree limbs, then. God dang it, I got to say that. With a wingspan of 84.5 inches, this guy, for a defensive end now, has all the measurables that you would look for in an NFL player, and especially at defensive end. Why is that, Bears fans? Because with long arms, you can keep the tackle or guard off you as you do your stunts or do your rushing, trying to get to the quarterback. And this guy right here, kind of under the radar right now, but he has the opportunity to possibly go in the 2nd or 3rd round, as he is graded as such. So, a name to look out for, and trust me, Matt Eberflus loves guys like this who has the height and the weight to play on the outside as well as the inside. With some good coaching from our Chicago Bears and our newly hired defensive coordinator, Eric Washington. Hey, the guy was known for, having a great defensive line wherever he goes. And he did it with the Bears back in the last time we actually went to the playoffs. That was a long time ago, Bears fans. So right now, we are getting set up for all these bowl games here, well, really all-star games where you have talent from across the country. And I have to say that for the Chicago Bears, we have options that hopefully we can add to the team and make us better in 2024. So, with that, Bears fans, I'm going to go ahead and get out of here, let you enjoy your day. But until next time, peace.